All right, let's discuss the reading section from Friday, which was 110 to 128, right? Anybody want to tell me what happened? Anyone recall what happened? Yes, Chris.
Well, in the beginning, they told them we're having a meeting, and he was basically talking about how the rules are neutral and the places, and then it started escalating. It's like, well, that all changed now, we're going to attack the other company.
Okay. Wait, you're talking about the tribesmen at the Oasis?
Yeah, they were having a meeting about that. Because the rules are neutral, they were tired of that because the main places they were going to attack.
So the outside tribesmen, right, had decided they were going to attack the Oasis.
The people on the because they didn't like how it was neutral.
Okay, they didn't like how it was neutral, and that's true, right? Now, we left off at the last reading. It had talked about how the boy had seen the hawks, and he talked about what the meaning of the omen of the hawks attacking each other in the sky was. Now, when he goes and he speaks to the tribesmen or the chieftains, what do they tell him about the vision that he presents to them? Does anybody remember? What do they say will happen to him if what he says isn't true? Huh? Not locked in a dungeon. Not locked in a dungeon. Something actually worse than that, right? Does anybody remember? Because this is partially why he's afraid to tell them. He's afraid to tell them anyway. Just okay, I'm going to tell them what this vision is that I had. Okay, but one of the chieftains tells him, "Hey, if what you're saying is right, and they attack us tomorrow, we're going to give you, I think he said a piece of gold for every 10 guys that are killed, or 10 pieces of gold for every guy that's killed." I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, like a piece of gold for every 10 guys that are killed, and if you don't kill them.
That's the big one, right? So he was like, we'll give you a piece of gold for every 10 guys that are killed, and in the event that this doesn't happen, because he talks about using the weapons. He says, look, if none of these weapons have been used by the end of the day tomorrow, then we're going to use one on you, right? Meaning you made us do this for no reason, and we're going to kill you, basically. Okay? And then afterwards, we discover that his omen was actually correct, right? And that they attempt to attack the Oasis. But because the people in the Oasis know they're coming, they set them up, right? And sort of thwart everything that is taking place. Okay. What happens then? Anyone? Go ahead. So the alchemist shows up, right? Begins to speak to him about his personal legend, and at this point, Santiago is still reluctant to pursue his personal legend. Why? Why did we learn that he was reluctant to continue in search for the treasure? Huh? What's what word mean? Oh, okay. Reluctant. It means like you don't really want to. Like you may have been reluctant to come to school this morning, right?
Because he started realizing that he might lose his legend is stacking, and that he realized that he had enough gold in him for it to seem like he was going to something.
Absolutely, right? He looks at everything that he's gained, right? I got money, I have favor from the people in the Oasis. It's a place that nurtures you as opposed to the desert. I found the woman I love, and she's worth more than any treasure I could potentially gain. Like at this point, I'm good. That's essentially what he's saying. Like I'm good. I don't need to move forward anymore, right? And then at some point, the alchemist has a discussion with him, and he tells him everything that's going to happen to him if he does not pursue his personal legend. Because the boy asks, hey, what would happen if I choose not to go to the pyramids in search of my treasure? Okay? And the alchemist gives a very detailed breakdown of what will take place in his life. Right, he breaks it down by year. At the end of the first year, this is going to happen. Second year, third year, right? And then what does he say eventually will happen?
The Amish will lose, bonding, and his tribes will him and oath and all that stuff. And everything question why he didn't go for his person.
Absolutely, right? So the omens are going to stop speaking to you. So this ability you have to read the omens, that's going to go, right? Your woman, it actually says she's going to feel bad because she's going to feel like she's the reason you didn't go, right? But she's going to love you because you love her. And then at some point, you're going to begin to wonder because the omens are talking to you incessantly. Should I have? Or should I? What if I had gone and pursued, my personal legend? But by that time, the omens will stop talking to you, and then you'll understand that your personal legend and your treasure is buried forever, I believe is the word that he used. Okay? And so at this point, he has decided to embark upon this journey to find his personal legend with who?
Soldier who was talking about personal legends as well, and
Who is that, though? So, so if you didn't catch it, that's important. The guy with the hawk is actually the alchemist, right? The guy with the hawk is the alchemist. The one guy that shows up with the sword and all that type of stuff, it's the alchemist, right? And so the alchemist tells him, okay, we can embark upon our journey, and I'm going to show you across the desert to find your treasure. And there's some other things that happen in there, but that's the long and the short of it, okay? Questions about any of that? Today is a very, very light day. That was purposeful. I've been hitting you with assignments and quizzes pretty much every day. So today is simply the quiz and the reading section. Okay? You should get out of here with no homework, provided you play your cards right. Okay, next section is like 128 to, anybody have it in front of them? 129 to 151. Okay, 129 to 151. So take time. You guys want to read together, or you just want to read it? Just want to read it? References? Okay. Well, we'll get to it.